Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense set for a first down play. They'll run it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield, it's Rice. And oh, do they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that pass is intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
on the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
It's complete to the left. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
From the gun to give, looking for room. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma State 14, Kansas State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lacy. Tackled there by the defense.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll try to run for it. Fighting off the defender. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kansas State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Powers through the defender. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd down, going up top. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
2nd and short now after that completion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They'll try to pick up the 1st. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And simple play, simple gain, get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
The Wildcats are flying down the field. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
That's reeled in. It's Lacey. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the give off the left side. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Set to advance on the football.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
The ball pops out, and the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on second down. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
The Cowboys have it in scoring position on first and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Brings up second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Calls his own number. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. State has it back and the offense is on the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him up.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! What a grab and go for the score.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Give to the running back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Quarterback extends the play. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now adjusting. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Kansas State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Shotgun snap on third down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Nice job by the QB there, going through his progression. He was looking somewhere else to go with the football. No one open except the big fella, the tight end. Nobody even near him, wide open. They're not going to see many first downs come easier than that one.
Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Moving away from pressure. trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope, steps out of bounds.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
He's brought down at the 38. Now, 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma State 24, Kansas State 21.
And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. Great move. Now he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking for space. It's Jackson.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.